On the morning of May 30th, 2020, flames ripped through Thursley Common Nature Reserve. 150 hectares of land was reduced to ash in a matter of hours. Many local animals had not managed to escape in time.
There you are. Look.
This is just one of the casualties. So
There's loads of stuff there you're seeing or not?
Tiles, yeah. There's just nowhere to get out the smoke.
No.
So that's why we want to bring her here, really.
That's
so,
cool.
And she was underneath a burnt out tree in a burnt out environment completely.
You want to bring her up and we'll sign her in. She's our vet Mary. Right, this is the deer from Thursley under a smoked out tree in a smoked out area, so Mum's obviously just gone. She's perked up a little bit, but we can just sort of see if we can get her a bit more lively, and then we'll see where we can put her.
Having brought the fawn to a quiet pen, Maru began to assess its condition. Worryingly, it was very dehydrated. With it being so young, it was vital it received plenty of fluids to recover. Through sheer perseverance, Maru eventually got the fawn to take some water, and slowly it started to take its first tentative steps. Although still a little unsteady, the fawn taking a few steps was a promising sign.
So we just got this baby roe deer in. He was found in a fire, so he's really young deer. He still has the umbilical cord on it, so we just wanted to make sure that he's okay. He seemed to be bright. He was slightly dehydrated, but nothing major. He's bright, has been walking around the pen and looked quite well. So we just did an auscultation because obviously he might have inhaled some smoke. But he has a very strong heart, his lungs sound really well, there is no respiratory symptoms, so I'm quite happy with him.
Well, we're just going to move this young fawn. It's doing fine, but it would be far better if it was with others. So volunteers come over from another centre where they've got 2 babies already, so it can go with them, it'll be fed with them, it'll live with them, and it'll be far happier than being alone by itself. A nice little cage for you to lie in, have a bit of a kip while you go to your new home for a bit. You're not going to be very heavy, are you? Because you're only tiny. Put it that way around, then it's a bit darker for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, thank you for that. We've just come over to see our fawn, which we brought over to Anne a few days ago. The one that came from Thursley Common. It's doing really well apparently, so we're just going to watch her feeding it today. The reason we brought it here is because she has other fawns, so they're together, which is much better. And they also have the time to bond one-to-one, which you really need to do with fawns. So we do them when we have to, but it's far better to be with others. And obviously Anne's got the time to spend with them, and she'll spend time with them for several months before they finally go back out.
You can probably see an ear of one just in the azalea.
Oh, okay,
to
yeah.
the right, yeah.
Well, how easy is it to get them feeding? Is it difficult?
Yeah, I do a tube feed, so they're getting the right weighting, and then they just get more and more used to your smell. I just rub my hands around their mouth a lot, cover my hands in food all the time, and then eventually, once they start sucking on your fingers, then I can use these. I have to use these teats, I can't
Right.
do anything else.
After a lot of waiting and several nervous glances, the fawn couldn't resist the lure of food any longer. Fawns are notoriously difficult to rear, so it's essential they're raised by someone with specialist experience. It was fed a combination of milk, egg and vitamins to ensure it received all the nutrients it needed. Once fed, the youngster was quick to go back to its new friends.
But like you see, they don't love me.
No.
But that's kind of how it should be, really. And it makes it easier to wean too. They all end up wild, which is
That's
what we
really
want.
how it should be. And you just
Yeah.
let them go from here, they go
Yeah,
straight
so
out.
they go
That's
straight from
ideal,
here.
isn't it?
These 3 fawns will continue to be raised together, and eventually they will all be released back into the wild. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel by pressing the red button, and make sure you hit the bell to get notifications of our latest content. If you want to help us save wildlife, please donate. Every £1 you give will help us to save more wildlife.